Hello and welcome to another episode of Strange Antiquities. We are here on day 16 with a very cryptic card, some worry in our hearts for Verona, and just a lot of unsurety and unsettling events going on. Now, I will be fully transparent. I do not understand what this card is. I am looking it up, and we are just going to go to where the walkthrough guide says to go because I have zero thoughts in my head on what this could possibly be referencing. So yes, that is just a truth that we are going to live with in our lives. So we have to go here, I believe. Great. Okay, we love it. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of the tome is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. Ooh, very cool. Marion. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. I would like a nephroquant. But do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before and know what I'm doing. These were once worn by the necromancers of the Five Knolls who used them in their rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that if they were to remove them even after death, the nephroquant would crumble to dust. Today their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw out infections. However, they will cause paraxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Okay, resurrections? Is there a symbol for resurrections? Oh, here's rebirth. Okay. And that's it going from left to right spiral, I guess? Okay. Let's see if we can find anything with that. Alright, this is the spiral. It's a creepy, probably real hand, so that, fits. Wow. I hate this. I hate this item. I want her to take it away because it's real creepy. Franklin Underhill. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we're confident will be of interest to you. The Twinings. Alright, there's Market Avenue. The Twinings. Okay, let's see what he's got to say. The man who dropped off his card introduces himself as the owner of the Twinings, an unusual sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes containing ominous-looking liquids and organic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for a further investigation. Ooh. Wow, that one's pretty pirate-esque, if I'd say anything. Oh, I'm leaving the Twinings with my haul when a man shouts at me from across the street. As I look round annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes toward me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I try to grab an item to stop him. Cord? I can't say that correctly. I need like a text-to-speech feature to get the pronunciations correct. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Weissig field. They belong to the Durnal branch. I feel so defeated when I have to say these words. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestones. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to the Twinings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's not getting better, it's getting worse. Something bad is about to happen. Everyone needs to stop. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassander to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed I would never touch one after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. Oh, jeez. I hope no one's offended by me getting help for some of these puzzles because they can be quite tricky. Okay, let's go back to Mr. Edmund, and we'll talk about a Cassander. The eyes of the Cassander focus on the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field, as one might expect, but rather the more mysterious selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, as these are no different. Many have been seduced or driven mad by the path shown to them and have been led to ruin. Have we seen him before? There always seems to be something going on in Undermere. The sooner I can get this sorted and be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I have had nothing but bad fortune ever since. I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Is there any way to uncurse it? Let's look at curse in the index. Okay. Oh, a purifier? That might be what we need. And we've already used it, so let's go look. Here it is. Alright. Lavinia, I have been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. If you are able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. For the ritual of the broken path, a gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. Oh my goodness. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wysic art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. Wowza. So we're thinking fire. What else are we thinking? Okay, ice. Fire is just a triangle. And if it's not supposed to hurt you, I could see ice being part of it to like stop the pain kind of a vibe. So this has fire, ice, and then that means paralysis. Which, oh, chalky black residues, that could be fire. And then I'm guessing like paralysis kind of makes sense because like if you're not supposed to move, it's like stay where you are, don't move no matter how hot it gets. That's crazy. There has been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river from Backbarrow. I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock and my village. Good on you, Leopold. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. Okay. I mean, true, but also kind of sad for you. I have come to prepare my sword. So let's look up a basilisk, maybe? What is the folium? A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Dreyer huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as a folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. Hand of Prior? So maybe we're looking for something with a hand, another hand, since that seems to be common in our little artifacts. Let's see. Crisscrossed grooves could be from a sword. It chills my blood. Ugh. All of these are so creepy when there is a hand involved. Francesca's back. They've escaped. At first my patience grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or if perhaps it had never worked and she tricked me. But almost immediately she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she had managed to free the others. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. Is that who attacked us, those people? I have no idea where they've gone. Oh, no. Oh, no. This is no good. Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power that had leached into the stone and the earth of its lightless tome. I just googled that because what even is that word? Crepuscular means of, resembling, or relating to twilight. So I guess like darkness. We love that. Okay, continue. Dread, it just keeps getting more dread-inducing. Okay, another tombstone. Another tombstone. Oh, with a sun. And the clock. Okay. Okay. Well, we upsettingly did not get a Verona update from the previous day. So we still don't really know what's going on with her. I really, really just need her to be okay. That's honestly all I need. But we're going to go ahead and close out the episode here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. And until next time, bye!